your seats. Please take your seats. Please turn your cell phones to vibrate. And I'm going to turn off the bathroom light. There we go. All right. So welcome to Lunch and Arbor Marketing. My name is Derek Maribon from Ingenix Digital Marketing. This is Stacy Kollick from Dollar Bill Copy. And welcome. Is there anyone here for their first time to LA2M? Lots of first timers. All right, great. Glad you're all here. Boy, and they have the microphone working well. Do you notice that? Wow.
Oh, right now.
Yeah, right now. Okay, so the secret is we can't turn it off, and the little one's not working. So, but I'm happy with this. This sounds good. I can hear you. You can hear the speaker. So, speaking of speakers, our speaker's late. Right, late. I think the weather. It was the weather. Yeah, too much sun. But the speaker will be here shortly. So, we're going to kick off the program as normal. And we're going to flip and maybe do the introductions at the beginning. And then when the speaker comes, we'll get her plugged in and we'll start when she gets here. So Stacy is our treasurer. Lunch and Arbor Marketing, just let me explain real quick. LA2M is a nonprofit. We're a nonprofit organization. That means we don't make a profit. We've applied for nonprofit status, so we're still getting approved. So our goal is marketing education. That's why we have these meetings every week. You can find us here, except for like Christmas. And every week, and St. Patrick's Day, we weren't here because of the St. Patrick's holiday. But the point is, we pass the hat. So we're old school, we're grassroots, we pass the hat. We support education in Nepal, right? So if you're into that, then, and we also use this money to pay for our expenses. So this is a completely volunteer organization. So Stacy passes the hat. It's a suggested $3 donation. Most people are pretty happy with that investment. So that's what that's for. And then a couple other things that are going on. We have a LinkedIn group, which I encourage you to join. Is anyone not a part of our LinkedIn group yet? A few of you? Okay. Feel free to join. It's very easy. Just search for LA2M on LinkedIn. You'll find us. Even if you search on Google for LA2M or Lunch and Arbor Marketing, you'll find our group. Join it. Okay, we have a Facebook fan page. Again, please become a fan. It's a great place to share information. We run our events through there, and et cetera, et cetera. So that's good. Has anyone noticed that Facebook events don't seem as important as they used to be? Anyone else get that feeling? I've noticed that. I want to write a blog post about that. Nobody seems to say they're coming to events. I'm inundated with events. And but anyways, that'll be a topic for a different day. So join our groups, join our fan pages, and we also have a website which is LA2M.org. Okay, so that website was designed by Ross Johnson of 3.7 Designs, who's up front here as a volunteer. Look at that, he did it for free. Wayne Aker, who's in the back. Wayne, he's the Drupal guy, right? He programmed it. And then Ingenix, I guess you could say quarterbacked it. That's my company. We facilitated it. So, and then each week, Vince Shimolevsky records this program for podcast. Vince is in the back from BC Web Design. And Roger Rail records it for video. Okay, we use Ustream. You can watch these programs live. Okay, if you break a leg, you're in the hospital, you can stream it. LA2M.org/live. All right, so that's all of our touch points. We always start at noon. We always end at 1. And we usually have a speaker, right? So, but today, because I know some of you are itching to talk, we're going to go through. You can say a few words. We usually, no, let me just clarify this, because some people take liberties with a few words. You say your name, you can say your business, and then briefly, and I would say like 20 seconds or less, if we can help you, if there's something we can do to help you. Okay, be careful not to talk too long, like I'm trying not to do right now, because it just gets annoying. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of people to share. So we will pass the mic now, since our speaker's not here yet. And we're going to start over here with my main man, Terrence. Yes, and then we'll pass it around. Stand up. Thank you.
Thank you for the warm introduction. Terrence Graining, Image Space Incorporated.
Hi, I'm John Samai from Image Space Incorporated. We make video games.
I'm Shauna Nicholson from Digital Mark LLC.
Ross Johnson, 3.7 Designs.
JT Peterson, actively looking for a product management role in software or software as a service. If you find that the speaker isn't here by the time we do this, I'll do my presentation I did Friday for Spark for you. That takes about 30 minutes.
Great.
The lunch is here, JT. I'm Sherry Marcy. I'm your GLEQ ambassador. GLEQ is Great Lakes Entrepreneurs Quest, and we support and give free counseling to anybody starting up a new business, and we're in the middle of our competition to award lots of prizes in June. www.gleq.org.
Tom Crawford. I teach business people how to communicate better using the visual arts. And for those of you who aren't aware, coming up on April 10th is TEDx U of M, part of the TED conference. Be sure to go out to the website and apply for that. It's www.tedxufm.com.
I'm Chad Weavesick. I'm with the president with the Ann Arbor Advertising Club. And for those that are not aware, on Friday afternoon, Google Fest is launching, and it's an effort to support the city's initiative to bring Google Fiber here. Google Fest kicks off in the Diag at 11:57 a.m. with a 3-minute flash mob. Hundreds and hundreds, literally hundreds. At this point, 404 people have RSVP'd. The Facebook page is aagooglefest.com. If you're interested in showing up, thanks.
I'm Bob Royce with RFD Insight. We provide executive management expertise on demand.
I'm Tom Malash, president of ProQuid. We provide training software. Students forget 80% of what they learn within 30 days. This includes your employees when you train them, and we have a process so that they retain and recall it all. And we launched a new web service in January of this year called homesschooladvantage.com.
Hi, I'm Stacy from Dollar Bill Printing. We're your local digital print shop. I've been there 22 years, 23 years, I'm not sure. And we have this great new program. We just lowered our digital prices, low, almost internet prices, but you still get the local service. So what we're looking for especially are nonprofits that want to do printing, invites, mailings, etc.
Hi, I'm Anne-Marie Gosby. I used to work in Provost at email marketing, and I'm looking for new opportunities.
Lanny White with growbiz.org. We're still looking for contract sales folks.
Hi, I'm Mary. I put beautiful images onto lighting panels, and I need to find some graphic designers, so please come see me.
Hi, I'm Rachel Kelly. I'm with VC Web Design. We do web design, marketing, and media. So if you are looking to really expand or develop your online profile and get a presence online, come and see me.
Hi, I'm Kurt Hines, owner of HLC Technology Solutions. We don't just fix your computer servers and networks, we help them make you more efficient.
Kimberly Dillon. I'm a graduating MBA student from the Ross School of Business.
Kelly Washington, also a graduating MBA student.
Larry White, Aero Media.
I'm Amanda Yulee from 826 Michigan, a writing and tutoring center for kids, and I am the speaker here on April 7th, so I'm hoping to learn the ropes. Hi, I'm Angela Cuyava with Logic Solutions. Logic is an expert web and mobile application developer. We have a blog series on the steps to getting your mobile application from an idea to the App Store. And if you're considering that, you should follow us on Logic Solutions /blog. Also, we talk about the Abominable Snowman in the blog series. So if you want to find out how that's pertinent, visit our website.
Hi, my name is Stephanie Callis. I am I freelance for Nielsen Online, and I've also started to help the Fitness and Spa with their marketing here on South Ashley Street.
Hi, my name is Andy Ross, and I specialize in the Adobe Flash platform for web design and websites and presentations and other sorts of marketing materials. So if you need any help with Adobe Flash, give me a holler. Happy to help.
Hi, I'm Barb Davenport with the Ann Arbor Chamber. I'm Jeanette Croth with the Ann Arbor Chamber.
Hi, my name is Gary Clemenson. I have experience in product development and product management, looking for a position in the Greater Detroit area.
I'm Wayne Aker, a freelance web developer.
I'm Kevin Butler. I'm an intern at Nginx Digital Marketing.
My name is Joost Allard. I'm founder and CEO of LA2M. We are a online tools and services company that helps companies interested in partnering improve their rates of success with that.
Hi, I'm Chris McQueen from Split Partners, and we're currently looking for project managers and marketing directors.
Joe Boland, software sales, but I also consult with small businesses to help them grow.
Hi, Jim Hart of Syfy Jewelers, a brick and mortar jewelry store down the street.
Hi, I'm Pooja Varma-Laughlin. I do logistics and marketing at Hammer Retail.
Sarah Joes from IHA, Integrated Health Associates, which is a private practice multi-specialty physician organization.
Hi, I'm Maura Brannigan from the Get Downtown program.
Hi, I'm Joyce Smith from Ben's Insurance.
Hi, I'm Dina Melke from Hamblin's Brand Deli.
Hi, I'm Jim Campbell from excitingproductions.com, and we produce videos for websites.
Hi, Rob Gorin. I'm a marketing strategist at Google working with our advertising clients.
Benji Ben Baruch, looking for a new position in advanced analytics and helping companies develop analytic environments.
Hi, I'm Tammy Burgess with Women Making Connections. I just wanted to invite all the ladies to join us on April 21st for our event called Women Making Connections. We're going to be here in the Celtic Room and at 306 just down the street. And men, if you'd like to join us, we do need additional vendors and exhibitors and people to serve, and if it's raining, even umbrella walkers back and forth. So it's April 21st, and you can find out more at womenmakingconnections.com.
Hi, I'm Michelle Shannon with Prepaid Legal Services and the Identity Theft Shield.
Hi, my name is Lee. Just two letters, L-I. I have a new website, SEOSEM webdesign.com. It's specialized in web design, optimize web page, and market web page.
I'm Grant Heitkamp with Nginx, just a couple doors down. We do all things digital marketing. I specialize in SEO, Google Analytics, and AdWords.
Good afternoon, I'm Susan Basquette, and I'm looking for a position in marketing project management.
I'm Hank Zampa of the Association of International Marketers, and we're the e-commerce franchising business. And we show people how to move products and services over the internet nationally and internationally. If you're interested, look at our website, come see me, and I'll give you the information.
I'm Keith Bourne with memcatch.com, and check us out. It's if you guys see value in social media, but you're overwhelmed with all the complexity of all the different apps out there, check us out. We make it really easy for you, all in one place. memcatch.com.
All right, I'm Roger Rail, and I see the speakers here, so I'm going to draw this out a little bit because otherwise we're going to be done before she's ready. I help people make their ideas work, and one of the things I do is a lot of video, and I need you guys' help because it's so slow to upload video right now. We need A2 fiber, 1 gigabite per second. So even if you're not going to go to the Google Fest thing and the flash mob tomorrow or Friday at noon, at least get on the site and friend the Facebook page. Go to A2fiber, was it .org? A2fiber.com? One of the .com. And anybody that's watching out there, do the same thing because we need this in Ann Arbor. Ann Arbor is perfect for this project. We have the history with the internet, we have the resources, we have the need, we have a lot of people in transition, and this would really help spur everything.
Hi, my
my name is Ella Ganell, and I'm with the Carytown Concert House. If you're interested in world-class music, check out our calendar of events, see me, or visit carytownconcerthouse.com.
Hi, I'm John Paul Narowski from Karma CRM. We do web-based sales software, so helping salespeople keep their sanity.
Hi, I'm Mike Wynn with Sandler Training, and we've got an event coming up Thursday afternoon. It's for business owners only who have a mentality of abundance. We call it the Abundance Forum. It's a monthly networking event. And it's really, if you choose not to participate in this crummy economy and it's just moving forward and want to be in a room with people like that, we've got a speaker. It's Marissa Smith from the Whole Brain Group. She's going to be talking on a particular topic, but the fun part's the networking. So it's invitation only. Come see me if you're interested, or go to, I think in LinkedIn we have it as an event. Abundance Forum.
Scott Watchman from eSearch Vision. Hi, I'm Bob Ferrand from Bob Ferrand Photography, and I'm a commercial and advertising photographer.
Hi, Eric Rodriguez, Client Services Manager with Ingenix.
Karen Gates. I'm working on ways to bring innovation into the public sector, applying for a grant for innovation in education with the federal government. And I'm also looking for ways to support entrepreneurship in Michigan. So there's a big need for digital marketing. Anybody who's interested in brainstorming with me and hearing some of my ideas about ways you can help do that, I'd love to talk with you.
Karim Sherline from Rockfest Studios, and I do commercial editorial and portrait photography.
Kyle Stoof, creative lead over at Ann Arbor Radio. So if anyone wants to talk to me about reaching a new audience with Ann Arbor's 107.1, W4 Country, Sports Talk 1050, or Business Talk 1290, I think that's all of them, come give me a call.
Hi, I'm Gina Chan. I'm a student at U of M, a social media researcher and marketing director for Shea Magazine and ForumSync.com.
Hey, I'm Sonny. I'm the photo editor for Shea Magazine.
Great. And I'm Derek Maribon, CEO of Ingenix Digital Marketing. We build websites, we optimize them, and we drive traffic to them and other various things. One more thing about the Google Fiber that's been going on, the Ann Arbor Fiber. So there is the Google Fest on Friday over at the Diag, 11:57. There's also a YouTube contest going on, which actually LA2M hosted a YouTube contest kickoff last week. So that's one way that LA2M is helping this event. And you can go to la2m.org/A2Fiber and enter the contest, upload a YouTube video, and you'll probably win a really cool prize. There's multiple iPads that are being given away. There's gift certificates to like Connors, Jolly Pumpkin, Weber's, etc. And so far we only have one entry, if you can believe that. So the odds of winning are good. Really good.
Nobody entered.
Yeah. I'm tempted to take out the line in the rules that says like family members of people involved in the contest, right? Because there's just like a stack of prizes sitting there, iPads. But anyways, the point is, you can do it. Now, the reason we don't have a ton of responses yet is because we just started the contest last Wednesday. We're trying to show how enthusiastic Ann Arbor is to support the A2 Fiber initiative. The RFIs are getting turned in on Friday at noon. So, right, make a video. It takes you 30 seconds, right? You can walk home with an iPad, right? I mean, can you beat that? Tell your readers, okay? Tell your readers, I mean, students, this is brilliant. I don't know why they wouldn't want to do it. So, our speaker has arrived, and her name is Shauna Nicholson. I've known her for a while now. She's very good at what she does, and she's going to talk about going from user traffic to user advocates, which I think we're very interesting because there's a lot of people. Now, granted, she'll talk for, it's around 12:20 right now, so she can talk for 30 minutes or so, and then we'll have 10 minutes for Q&A, and then we'll just finish. We won't, we'll finish at 1. We won't do intros because we did intros. So, great. All right, let's give a round of applause for Shauna Nicholson.
First of all, I need to apologize. I'm mortified at how late I am. Sorry about that. It's traffic. Today I'm going to talk to you about changing your website traffic into website user advocates. There's a big difference. Basically, it's the difference between data and the difference between humans. So we want to humanize those data elements that we love so dearly. Should I go back? Okay. So there are 5 steps to this graduation process. First, we need to profile our users, getting a greater understanding of who they are and what's important to them, just like regular market research that everybody loves to hate. Qualifying your traffic, figuring out where these users are coming from, making sure that you're hitting the points where they already are and where they're going to be. Making sharing easy. This is the part where we actually talk about your website. So this is exciting. We've gotten there. And then establishing trust and pride. That's a way for you to use the content on your website to invoke feelings within your users. And then providing incentives. Derek, like he was just talking about that contest, providing incentives really does a lot of great things for turning just traffic into advocates. This is my friend Acacia, who doesn't look nearly this creepy on the regular screen. But anyway, we want to meet your target market. So we want to understand a day in the life of your user, understanding the kinds of web pages that they visit, what's important to them in their offline world that they're already sharing online. If you think about the growing demographics in social media, you can understand that the 30 or 40, mostly 40, they're a rapidly growing population on the social web. So we really want to understand the things that they're sharing, the things that they're tweeting about, the things that they're putting on their Facebook posts, the products that they're talking about, and then the websites that they're using to make these purchases, enhance their lifestyle, share pieces of their life with family members, things like that. We want to understand their pain points. We want to understand exactly what it is that frustrates them, what brings them, the things that inspire them to make that purchase, the things that they hate about their processes or their buying experiences, things like that. And then their pride points. That same demographic, because we're about to unveil one of my profiles that we work with, is what they're actually most proud of. So in that 30 to 40 demographic, a lot of times it's their children or their work or both, mixture of the both. And then our definitions of success. So what does it mean to this profile to have been successful, to have fulfilled the greater need, to have resolved that pain point? We want to know how to define that. So usually when you do research, you get only this tiny little box of what people are all about, their age, their marital status, and their city. It's really easy to get that data. You can find it anywhere without even having to install analytics tracking. You can find it on Alexa or Comcast or whoever. But what we really want is all that other data. This is my aunt, so she doesn't mind, I swear. The things that are most important to her. So she's commenting on her sister's photos. Those things are important to her to engage and share with family, to share photos particularly. She's stressing out because she feels like her time's flying. She's strapped for time. She wants to keep the weekend in as much as possible, like most of us do. But you really understand that that's a pain point for her. And then she also views her family is very important, and those are her blessings. So those to her are her definitions of, her points of pride, the things that are most important to her. These images are weird looking. That's okay. It's a cool looking image. Okay, so we want to qualify our traffic. So when we're going out into the greater web outside of our website, we call them external websites, whether it be a social media site or something that's not necessarily social, if we're doing like a banner ad, pay-per-click, things like that. We want to make sure that we're hitting the right people. My biggest thing is rather than using a budget to spread across the entire web, we want to make sure that web traffic is qualified. So that way your user feels as though the message is uniquely targeted to them, that it absolutely does apply to them. A lot of times there's jokes going around about the new Facebook advertisements that are saying, Facebook thinks I'm old and fat because it's all diet pills and anti-aging creams. Or I just turned 25, so now Facebook thinks that I'm pregnant or having a baby or obsessed with babies. I've got like that's pretty much all of my ads anymore. So we want to only target based on our identified profiles. They may look a little bit different depending on the property that they're on, but they're the same people, they have the same concerns, the same fears, the same points of pain, the same definitions of success. We want to make sure that we're hitting them and appealing to them on all different levels and where they already are. Okay, now we're actually into our website. So what we want to do is make sharing easy. Take a consideration on the things that are on your website. If it's content that that they don't understand, or it's jargon that's going to be over their heads, they're not going to be able to share it very easily. If somebody can't come to your website and know what you're all about within their first glance over, it's going to be a problem for you. It's going to make it really difficult for them to go and advocate to their their fellow friends or family members or whoever it is what you're all about and what's important to you. A lot of this goes into user experience planning. And the way your interface is set up. So I'm not going to get into that too much today, but if you've got more questions about that, let me know. So we want to eliminate our jargon. This is all about eyes, by the way, in case you're curious. So we're going to eliminate that. Make sure it's just one simple, bold image. I mean, all of our businesses have really complex concepts. Like, if I were to go into all the details about the stuff that I do on my website, it would be incredibly labor intensive to read through, number one, and it would go over most people's heads because they don't care. Like, they just want to know that when people come to their site, they're going to make that conversion. Where you don't need to explain to them the fundamentals of user experience planning and the research that's been done on all the interface design and planning, blah, blah, blah. So we also want to remember to invite users. A lot of times people, they think that they're doing this, but they actually neglect to actually make that request. We want to make that personal invitation to the user to not only come to your site, visit, but engage. A lot of times people do this with blog posts. At the bottom of the post will say, what do you think on this issue? Share a story that you've come across. What would you have done differently? So it's really a way to draw in the user. A lot of times people, they say what they meant to say and then they forget to ask for that sharing ability. Of course, another way to do this is by putting those Facebook and Twitter, whatever, the social bookmarking links at the bottom. That's a quick way to do it. But then there's also a couple steps that you can go beyond that. So Amazon, we're going to use Amazon as an example because they've got one of the top conversion rates. They have their sharing link, which is really small, and I really doubt that you've actually ever noticed this. And 9 times out of 10, the users on your website probably don't really notice your social bookmarking things unless they're actually looking for them. So Amazon goes a step further and actually invites your feedback. On the top part it says, rate this item to improve your recommendations. They're giving you an incentive to rate the item because they think they're giving you a value add that will enhance the recommendations to you. So basically they're saying it benefits you if you rate this. But they're also giving you consumer reviews of what other people said. One thing that people have found through blogs in particular and even feedback sites like Yelp, if somebody's already rated it or somebody's already weighed in on the issue, so many other people want to talk about it because it's kind of like getting the ball rolling. Nobody wants to be the first person to stand up. So Amazon's had a lot of success with this, obviously. So get to the point. Make sure that that whatever sharing mechanism you want users to use is very bold and obvious. Even though there's all these different options that we're talking about today, there is one mechanism that's going to be more valuable to you, and it really honestly depends on the type of user that's coming to your site anyway. So we want to lean back on that profile and say, okay, I know X and Y about my users and their habits. These are the kinds of websites that they'll share, or this is the way that they'll share it. Sometimes it's a video, sometimes it's a photo, or even sharing a link. Okay, I'm obsessed with conversion rates. It's pretty much all I obsess about, that and traffic. So the top websites conversion rates overall, just to kind of give you guys some perspective. They say the average conversion rate for across the board on websites is 2 to 3%. I think that's a little skewed because there's so many garbage websites out there. But the top ones for January of this year were Schwann's, Amway Global, Keurig, Vitacost, and 1-800-PET-MEDS. So if you've got any confusions as to how to plan out those interfaces, take a look at what they're doing. I mean, these people are leading as far as, these people are leading as far as doing business on the web. A conversion rate, just to clarify, in this example is just, they actually are selling raw products. But a conversion rate can be filling out a form, signing up for a newsletter, or anything like that. So So our average conversion rates for the different verticals, there's catalog just over 5.25%, specialty stores, fashion, travel, and then all. I just picked the top 4 and then added the overall so you had some perspective here. Obviously, not everybody can be Schwann's, so, but if you were, that'd be great. So establishing your trust. Zappos has done a great job in establishing trust. A lot of their PR has been based on being interactive with their users, going above and beyond for customer service. But the thing is, even when they are going above and beyond in customer service, they're letting other people know that they're doing it. It's not just in a vacuum. It's not just an A to B phone call. It's an A to B phone call, and then they invite people to come leave feedback on their site. So it's a way to establish credibility. And then once you get people talking about all the great things that you're doing for them, they do the marketing for you. It's kind of like crowdsourced marketing, which is great. Another way that Zappos does this is they kind of open the doors to their business. I know some other companies do this, like Google. They publish photos of inside their offices and things like that, kind of letting you know what kind of environment it is to work there, what their values are, what their brand values are, and how they reinforce it in the way that they do business. And then at the bottom there's one on celebrity makeup tips. So I would only assume that Zappos is now selling something related to makeup. Providing incentive. Who here has heard of the Chevy South by Southwest road trip challenge? So a handful of you. So I'll explain it real quick. What Chevrolet did is they invited 4 users from Detroit and then groups of users from different cities around the country to go on a road trip in one of their vehicles down to South by Southwest, a huge tech conference in Austin, Texas. So they had to do challenges along the way, and the contest for them was they had to get as much engagement as possible on the social web. So they measured their points in the amount of likes, the amount of comments, the amount of video views, the amount of page views, things like that. So obviously the Detroit team won because we're Detroit. We have to win this, right? And they just did a great job. But they had incentive to share the details of their trip along the way, and they won, I think, a $10,000 tweet up for Detroit. So if you want to come, please do. I'm sure there's lots of stuff to be had. But they also gave incentive for people. The way that the Detroit team made it successful is they gave incentive for the people along the way to engage. So they gave out prizes, they gave out free coffee, drinks, just all sorts of ridiculous stuff to draw users in and to create buzz. Okay, other ways that you can provide incentives is not just through contests. You can do discounts, group rates. Group rates are awesome because they, of course, put your user in charge of drawing in other people for group discounts. And then also by being public, so making sure that people know the kind of incentives that you're getting. So now we have questions.
That's it? Okay.
Does anybody have questions? Okay, go ahead.
You talked a lot about the importance of fleshing out the profile. Do you have a typical approach that you take to figuring out what those pain points are or those buy points are?
I tend to do it more on the digital end by just surveying people. But I know there's market research firms that do it much more comprehensively, but it's also much more expensive. So I think if you just get a survey sample of actually going out and speaking to the target markets, even whether it's face-to-face or through the social communities, I think that's probably the best way to go. But as long as, I think what's most important also is that you have a consistent way of gathering that information, so that way when you do identify what the pain points are, it's not just, it just doesn't feel, because the problem is most people get stuck in the stereotypes. I feel like this market has this pain point, but until you actually see it in writing or hear it from their mouth, don't make that assumption. That's how Motrin got to know that, had all that problem with making assumptions about moms, things like that. So I think it's important to hear from them. Does that answer your question?
Yep.
Good. Anybody else? Sure.
I found your information about conversion rates to be interesting because a lot of my clients always ask, what's a typical conversion rate? And I've never really had a good answer. So I was just wondering where you got those vertical averages from.
I have the link on the slide because I figured somebody would ask me. I think it's Nielsen's though. I'll give it to you.
Okay, awesome.
Nielsen's actually, I think, publishes it every month. So that's really cool.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. And it, of course, varies by vertical, and then there's the outliers. So that's why I did the averages and then those top sites. But they say overall it's mostly like 2 to 3%, and I really don't like that. I'm just not going to accept that.
What do you think it is?
I think it's probably a little bit higher because they're taking surveys across all the websites across the web who, like, there's a lot of garbage sites out there. There's a lot of domain squatters and things like that that probably skew the data. But I would hope that it's more like 4 to 5%, which isn't significantly more, but it kind of is when you think about the bottom line. If you make an investment in driving traffic, that's one thing. But if you make an investment in driving conversions, that's going to impact your bottom line much more significantly with much greater long-term results. So I kind of think of Google AdWords as heroin. You have to like bring people down. I've got clients that's like their only method of gaining business, and they didn't make that investment in conversion, so as soon as they dropped their budget or turned it off, their traffic completely died, obviously. So their website wasn't making any more money. Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
I just wanted to reinforce this, and make a plug for analytics, but conversion rates can be very, very deceptive depending on what's being measured and what the pace is. Because obviously if you drive a lot of traffic to your site, the conversion rate should be lower. And you want your conversion rate to actually be based on people who spend at least a certain amount of time, or people who look at more than one page or something like that, to get a true picture of how well you're doing at converting people relative to just pushing people or drawing people to your website. And part of the problem with analytics on the web is that what is appropriate to various kinds of sites and businesses is very unclear to many of the people who are trying to actually use these data.
Right, and to that point, like other things you want to look at, of course, are your bounce rate, pages per visit, and things like that. And it's obviously it's not all data, or you can't really understand everything just by the data points, and it's really unique to the business. But a lot of these things are kind of blanketing statements.
Yeah, is there any figures on how much video engages a viewer or improves the conversion rate?
I haven't come across anything that's been like solid research data, like stuff like Nielsen's that I would trust, like benefit of the doubt. But I do, from what's being said, video does increase your engagement level. And actually, video submissions is probably one of the absolute best ways to get feedback. Not that Derek's doing anything right or anything. Actually, Amazon does something similar, but they do it a little bit more professionally. They actually shoot the videos themselves. I think they did it with the Kindle. Let me see real quick. There it is. So they actually invited Kindle users to just talk about the things that they liked about it. This is not going to have sound, but you kind of can get an idea. They put the product in the consumer's hands and all that good stuff. This is a much more labor and cost-intensive way of doing it than just actually having users submit their videos. But users submitting their videos works for most people.
I wanted to introduce you to Mobile. It provides a cache of video analytics where you can tell whether where they drop off at what point according to it. And that helps with some of the